until then they...
When people to come to Bhakti after also trying sincerely in their academic life, they face some failure. So should we try to give them a supporting shoulder or should we reach to them? I don't think the two are mutually exclusive. That reaching doesn't just mean speaking philosophy. That's one aspect of it. In general, our mood is that we want to be of service to others. And one important resource for at our disposal is philosophy. But it's not the only resource. So we want to help them to whatever capacity we can. At the same time, we are not therapists. We are not. We cannot necessarily play a role of a family member for them. We can play a role of a friend. See, there is emotional support we can give them, but we cannot. If they become emotionally dependent on us, we can't be there constantly for them. If they are suffering from clinical depression, we are not therapists to help them. There is routine depression in the sense that something went wrong and I'm feeling down. We can use some motivational words, encouraging words. We can try to energize them again. That definitely we can do. So if we consider in our service, it's like our mood is, I want to be of service to the other person. So in our service, philosophy is like a primary tool in the toolkit. It's not the only tool. Developing a relationship with them, being of emotional support to them, being of practical assistance to them. Say if they suddenly lose a job and we have in our community some devotees who have some company or some contacts, so we try to offer them some practical support. We may offer them some logistical support. The service can take many forms. At the same time, if in the many forms of service that we are offering, if the philosophical, the spiritual is not there at all, and all that they expect is only emotional or logistical support, then we may have to draw a line. So it's like we avoid both extremes. One is we give only spiritual support, and in the sense that we give philosophy and tell people just come to the temple and chant Hare Krishna and you'll feel better, and don't offer anything else. No, it may help a few people, but most people will feel that we are simply trying to profit from their pain just to pull them to our path. And that will actually be a form of anti-preaching for them. On the other hand, if we go to the other extreme and focus only on giving emotional support or only practical help, then in one sense, are we having the capacity to do that? And how long can we do that? So there has to be some level of spirituality in the relationship that we are developing with them. So in the support that we offer to them, there needs to be a spiritual component. It need not be the first component. It will not be the most prominent component initially, but it needs to be there. And from their side, there needs to be at least some spiritual spark.
That means we need to bring them to a reference point.
Yeah, so gradually at least, maybe after 1, 2, 3, 4 meetings, they need to be showing some spiritual interest. Otherwise, how long can we keep helping them? That would be a serious question. So definitely, it shouldn't be 1-0 thing. And if you consider when Arjuna passed away, when Arjuna's son Abhimanyu passed away, and Arjuna was devastated. So happened on 13th evening of the Kurukshetra war, he came to know. At that time, Krishna didn't preach philosophy to him. Krishna offered him encouragement. And Krishna told him that in this world bad things happen to everyone. Ultimately, the difference between the wise and the unwise people is in the choice that they make when bad things happen. It's not that for wise people bad things don't happen. He says, when bad things happen, the unwise people act in ways that make things worse. The wise people act in ways that make things better. And therefore, Arjuna was very angry, and he was attacking his brothers. Were all of your weapons just ornaments? Could not one of you protect my son? He was lashing out at his brothers. And Krishna told Arjuna that, look at their faces. Due to the death of Abhimanyu, they are in agony just as you are. Please don't speak words that will increase their pain. So Krishna took a very human and humane approach over there. So Krishna did speak the philosophy in the Bhagavad-gita. And through the philosophy, he inspired Arjuna to do the service of fighting. There, by taking a practical approach, Krishna inspired Arjuna to take up the service of continuing with the war. So, we have to have multiple tools in our toolkit. But at the same time, the purpose of the toolkit is to foster Krishna consciousness. Some level of elevation of consciousness needs to be there.